Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Today I'm going to give you a cool protection combo that I've been trialling on my E36 and it's working really well. And it is gyeon primer topped with turtle wax ice seal and shine. So you use this stuff as like a finishing polish that leaves a layer of ceramic down on the car. So use it on a machine really, buff over your panels after you've decontaminated them, just like you would if you're polishing it. Do it on a slow speed, buff off the polish, and then you can either leave it 24 hours, or if you want to coat it with a ceramic coating or put protection on top, give it a little wipe over with gyeon prep. After about an hour, once you've gone around the car, you can go back to the start again. And then put on your protection. And this, seal and shine, all I would do with it is when you're trying to apply it to get the most out of it, spritz it onto the panel and get a little block applicator like this. Prime the block applicator, get some of the product in there, and then just spread the film over that one panel so that you've got a film with the product. You can see it there. Just leave it on the panel for 30 seconds or so, or whatever, and then just buff it to a shine, okay? And a dry microfiber cloth is what you need, and have a couple of them, because when it starts getting, the buffing cloth starts getting wet with product, you end up sort of applying it and smearing it all around. So flip, and get a nice clean buffed finish. Now if you use primer on its own and you don't top it, your car looks amazing, but after a couple of washes you don't really see any hydrophobicity or anything. It doesn't feel like you've got a protection there. So it's not an all-in-one, it is a primer. It really is a ceramic primer, but it seems to work well with other sealants and waxes. And it makes the car really, really glossy, and it's really nice to buff off the car. It is expensive, but you can buy little Hobbit-sized bottles if you just want to try this combo. The Hobbit-sized bottles are about 12 quid. This is about 50 odd quid, I think. This stuff you can buy in Halford's, Seal and Shine, for whatever it costs, a tenner or something. It's really durable. It's beady enough. It's not the most beady product on the market, but it's beady enough. And here you can see my car. And this is like after about 4 or 5 washes. And normally you start to lose some of your zing, but every time I wash this car, and it needs a wash, the dirt just peels off of it. The pre-washing takes it off. And when I'm buffing the car down, when I'm rinsing it, I can see like the water still falling off the car, but the paintwork is still really nice and slick, which is the cool thing. And when you drive it, the water will just all fall off, just flop off of the roof and flop off of the panels. On here I've still got the Glaco Ultra, which is working well. So this car protection is really working well for me. The only thing I haven't done is the wheels, but they're going to get refurbished. So that is a combo which I think works really well. And the one thing that I'm not noticing that I really like is when I wash the car, sometimes the process of washing it, you can feel your paintwork go a bit rough and sticky again. And I love for it to feel like it's all freshly protected and slick. And that's what this is giving me. If you do want to top up your protection, then just when you're drying the car off, you can just spritz a little tiny bit of this onto the panel and then go over it with your drying towel and just like buff it. That works better in the winter if it's roasting hot. You need to apply this with a little bit more care, make sure you get that film and then buff out the film. But if you use it sparingly, spritz on, dry it, you'll maintain like all that sort of like beading and hydrophobicity. That's all I'm really using on this car at the moment. It's working so well. And if you really want to go the extra mile, you can put 2 coats of the Seal and Shine on, like put it on, come back an hour later and put another coat on once it's kind of, set. Because you will notice this stuff, it's really resinous and it really sets. And it really has good durability. So whenever you get that durability, you just need to be a little bit careful. What you want to avoid doing is like, you'd wash your car and it's dry and it's in the sun, and you spray it onto a hot panel and it dries very rapidly and then it won't spread, that can happen with any product. So make sure it's on a cool panel. Make sure that you don't spray it on bits and work your way around, then go back to the start to try and buff it, because by then it'll have already started to dry. So spray straight onto the section you're working, spread, and then buff with a dry cloth to a shine, and it's an absolute doddle to use. So I think that's quite a good little protection combo, guys. And I'm always looking for new little combos, and that's an off-piece combo with gyeon and turtle wax. Works very, very well. You can also swap it for the Rupes Advanced. In fact, on this I have the Rupes Advanced topped with the Seal and Shine, which works really, really well as well. But I haven't taken this car out the garage, so I don't know which one's going to last the longest. I'm a bit further down the line with the E36, so I know this is really, really doing a good job. So there you go. There's a little durable protection combo that's, as well as it's definitely going to last on your car, that's definitely going to make your car look amazing. And it's pretty easy to use. Oh, and the other thing is, it stays shiny as well. Really